What's up guys, Slowpoke Joe here. Today in this video I'm going to be talking about blind spots, positioning, and ball cam for Rocket League. So when you're in ball cam, wherever the ball is, that's where you'll be looking. Notice how when the ball's over here, I'm looking in this direction, and if the ball's over here, I'm looking over there. So the relationship between the ball and your vehicle will determine where you can see on the field. There's three things you should pay attention to in this game. You have the field, of course, the ball, and the players. That can either be your teammates or your opponents. Silly kitty. Awareness is very important in this game. If you don't know what's going on, then you won't know what to do in order to improve, and it can be very frustrating when you don't know what to do. So I'm going to give you a handful of examples of situations you don't want to be in. When the ball's in the corner and you're more in the middle of the field, you're only going to be able to see this part of the field. So anyone behind you, you won't be able to see. Yes, you got your peripheral vision, but if people are behind that point, then you won't be able to see what's going on. So they could either demo you or bump you out of the way and take possession. Another scenario you don't want to be in, especially on defense, let's say you're right here and the ball is above your backboard. So now you're going to be looking at the ceiling. And you can't see your surroundings. So your teammates, the other players, same thing. They could bump, demo you, etc., etc. And even if you do go for this ball, you're not going to be able to see where to hit it. Like, do you hit it to the left side of the field or the right side? You don't know, because, like, there could be two people waiting on either side. You could clear it, which can be good in certain cases, because the further the ball is from you, the more you can see. But if it's close to you, the less you're going to see. So it will kind of look like this. So when the ball's close to you, you got this narrow vision, but the further away it is from you, the more vision you have. If the ball's on the ground and you're on the backboard or near the or on top of the ceiling, well, not on top, but like at the ceiling, same thing. You're going to be looking down at the ball. But if the ball's far away, you'll actually be able to see more of the field that way. I'll give you a good example. So let's say the ball is really high above the field. So the ball's like near the ceiling, and you're down here. So you got that same problem where you're looking up. But if you go up the backboard and the walls, so we'll move up here like that. Now you're almost level with the ball, so now you can see again, so you can see the field again. Usually if the ball's really high, you want to be level with it. So I'll rewrite this so it looks better. So here's your car and the ball. So now this is your goal. Now you can see the full field almost. So this will make it a lot easier to prevent double taps if your opponent is trying to go for a double tap when the ball gets hit off the backboard and then they redirect it in. Because you can see what's going on. Because you can see the full field. If you're on the ground, however, when this is occurring, you're going to be looking at the ball. And you're not going to be able to see your opponent. So when they hit that ball off the backboard, it's going to move your camera from the ball to the wall. So it's going to move like this. So we'll go from here to there. Because the ball is going to be going this way. So you end up looking like that. And then the spotlight is taken away from your opponent because the ball's right here. Because when you're in ball cam, the ball cam is for putting the spotlight on the ball. But now the ball's over here, you're distracted because your camera changed to your backboard and you don't see your opponent moving or adjusting. And now the ball is going to bounce off the wall and then come back to them, and they're already getting ready for the double tap. And then once the ball bounces up and your camera starts to pan back to the ball, it's too late. You just got scored on. So I'll do this here. Everyone's looking at the ball. You don't want to be this guy. Unless if this is your opponent's net, this is honestly a good scenario. Your opponent's behind you, you got the ball, easy goal, right? But if this is your goal, it could cause problems. You could probably get there in time and turn around if you're faster, but if you don't have as much momentum as your opponent does, you're gonna get demoed, and you won't even see it coming. They could probably take a detour if they really wanted to. They could go from here and then go supersonic once they get to this point, and then the second they come within your field of view, your peripheral vision right here, you're already demoed. So you can use this to your advantage. If you're behind your opponent and the ball is in front of your opponent, they won't be able to see you. And if the ball is really high up in the air and your opponent is directly above the ball, they're going to be seeing the ceiling. So do with that as you will. Thanks for watching.